Hello and what is going on, y'all, and welcome back to another video in SnowRunner. Now, this one is pretty special, actually, because everything, and I checked this using the sorting system on mod.io's website, everything that you see in this video, the trucks, the map, the trailer, absolutely everything that you see in this video is available on absolutely every platform that you can get SnowRunner on. I'm talking about Xbox all the way from the way to, like, from Xbox One to Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and of course PC. Absolutely everything that you see in this video can be used on every console. And of course, all of the specific mods will be linked in the description box down below in case you are curious as to the specific names of any of them. Absolutely any of them. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and fire up our tow rig for the day, Risky's F500, and head on out to the mud bog on this map, which is, of course, CTFT Proving Ground. So let's fire this thing up. You get the little Ford chime as you start it up, of course. And now, let's roll on out. Now, you can actually go to the drag strip section or the snow section of this map, but we're not going to do that this time. This time, we are heading directly to the mud bogs, because the mud bogs on this map are insane. However, I haven't actually been to them in a really long time, and I don't think I've ever taken either of these trucks, the F500 or Aries 2.0, through the mud bog section on this map, and I actually really want to. Like, I've wanted to head back to this place for quite a while, but never really had the chance to do it. So let's pull on up and see what both of these trucks can do. Now, this area out here has some gnarly mud, some genuinely gnarly, nasty stuff. So it's gonna be the perfect environment to test both of these rigs. So let's unpack and swap over to Aries 2.0. And let's see what this area is all about when we throw something as capable as this into it. Now, we get a little sort of trial mud bog right here just to kind of see what we can handle. Let's see. Oh, never mind. That's like nothing. I thought it was. I mean, it looked like mud, so I was like, well, I'll give it a try anyway. All right, here's the real stuff. 3, 2, 1, send it. Oh, dude, it's absolutely devouring it, y'all. What the? Holy crap, y'all. This thing absolutely devoured that. All right, we're going to head back the other way now and see. Oh, it's spinning. Even in automatic mode, it's actually like got its work cut out for it out here. Come on, almost there, almost back. Give it some beans, and it's got grip. I let out of it because it almost launched itself upside down. That was pretty gnarly. We actually almost flipped ourselves over on the way back. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the F500 now, and we're going to raise the ramps up because we're about to actually detach the trailer. So now we get to see what this beast is like in the mud. I've never taken it through this mud before, so I have no idea how it's going to do. 3, 2, 1, full beans, come on. It's definitely not quite as fast, but I expected that. Lime's trucks are usually absolutely nuts in terms of speed when you equip the top engine and the fast transmission, but this thing is no slouch at all. It still digs in and goes. Every once in a while, you got to tap the clutch in automatic mode to get it to go back into first gear, because above first gear, it does tend to spin a little bit in the mud, but that's kind of one of the odd things about the SnowRunner physics system when it comes to dualies and mud. It doesn't really like dualies, or at least the physics system doesn't really like dualies. The physics system sees a dualie and is like, oh yeah, we're going to make sure that you sink as quickly as possible. Don't know why that is, but it always responds better to super narrow tires, and I've seen some mod creators do something where they'll visually have a dually, but they actually make the physical contact point with the ground narrower than the dually actually is to help improve grip in the mud. I don't know why the physics system treats wider tires like that. It's a bit of an odd thing. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's just an interesting decision that they made in terms of designing the physics, but it still made the circuit completely fine. It's all the way through. It got out of it no problem. It just didn't do it as fast as the other truck did. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But now it's time for our next test. And now that we got everything loaded back up, we can make our way back around to the other side of the map. I'm not going to go that way, though, because that features some suspension tests that I don't think this setup is ready for yet, let's just say. I don't think this setup is ready for that yet whatsoever. Now, the next area that we're going to go to, though, has two side-by-side mud lanes that, like, if you were playing this map online with your friends, you could totally use them for drag racing. Now, obviously, since we are playing in a single-player environment right now, obviously we're not going to be able to do any kind of drag racing side-by-side, but we can still use them as testing grounds for both of these rigs, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see the results. So let's, oh my god, this thing is getting pushed around like mad. I love how it's like speed limit 55 miles an hour, and I'm like, I don't think we're going to be getting anywhere close to that with these. Like, on this, yeah, like, I don't think, in an environment like this anyway, I don't think we're going to be getting close to either of, or either of these is going to be getting close to 55 miles an hour. So, let's turn you around. We'll put this thing in lane 2, and we'll put the Ford in lane 1. Boom. All right, the Duramax is good to go. Now, let's swap over to the Ford. Oh, yeah, I have to wait for the chime again. Yeah. Come on. Waiting for the chime is like, sometimes it's like so bad. All right, so we're gonna run this thing first. 3, 2, 1, send it. It gets pretty far in high. That's about like the first quarter of the lane in high, so that's not too bad. We're cruising in like third, which is impressive. Now down to second, now down to first. I wanted to go back up to second. That's pretty impressive. All in all, it's keeping a really good pace. Again, especially for a dually in the mud, really, really good pace through here. So a little bit further along now, and we should have the result that we need, and boom. All right, this thing did a really, really good job. Really impressive. But now, it's time to spool this thing up and see what it can do in 3, 2, 1, beans! Holy smokes! And it jumped over the line. Yeah, the fact that this thing jumped over the line is, I think it's pretty telling of this thing's capabilities. Now, there is something else that I would like to do outside of any kind of mud-related comparison tests with these two trucks. I would like to take this thing off of one of my favorite jumps in the game, in terms of mod maps anyway. Now, I don't come out to this map very often, or at least lately I haven't been out to this map in a very, very long time, so it's been a while since I've gotten to attempt this jump in anything, really, especially this thing. Now, you're supposed to hit it from the other direction, but I feel like this thing should be able to clear it no matter what direction you hit it from. Oh my god. Can you... Stabilize. Stabilize. Oh, god dang it. Yep. And over it goes. All right. Bring the suspension back down to see if we can get a little bit more stability out of it. I want to get a massive run-up and hit that jump going the other way and see how far we can actually go. Will we surpass the road? Don't know. Gonna find out. Oh my god. Keeping it from going sideways is probably the biggest challenge. Like, see? It does not want to actually go forward. Oh. I don't know how many barrels that was, but as far as I'm concerned, it was quite a few. Out of curiosity, can this thing make that jump in either direction? I mean, we do have a 10-speed transmission, which is really impressive, but, like, that 10-speed was tuned more for hauling than it was for speed, so oh my god. Yeah, keeping this thing going dead ahead is a little challenging. It's actually a little bit more than a little challenging. It's downright impossible. All right, there's my right-hand turn. Okay. Yay, physics. I love physics. They're great. And apparently the F500 loves them too. I don't think we're going to clear this jump. At least not from this direction, y'all. I doubt it. I mean, I'm going to give it the beans anyway and give it my best shot, but that's all this thing's got. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's a little bit more of a haul machine and not a jump machine. I feel like jumps aren't necessarily, the main focus of this particular truck, one would say. But if y'all enjoyed this video and, of course, enjoyed this look at all of these mods and this map that you can get on every single platform, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. And I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.